What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple weeks since my last post, just because the COVID has prevented anyone from coming over and doing projects. It's a beautiful day here. It's like 15, 16 degrees outside, and we're working in the shop. We're on death trap. Got a couple projects to go. You can see my COVID beard is nicely in place. So today, because I want to just get ripping this thing, but I got a key switch mounted. I got brackets made for our battery. What else did I do? This is leaking, so instead of taking it all apart and have to cut my welds and everything else, I used a bit of the old stop leak on there. Just stop it. So hopefully that works. I think wiring's pretty well done. I gotta mount this down and get that done. Throttle cable's in. I got this wiring all kind of zip tied in place, and yeah, it's looking good. Tires are on. A couple other things I'd like to do today. I got the exhaust is on, showed that last time. There's a couple projects for the razor that I got for Christmas that I want to do. We have a new quite a bit heavier winch cable I'm gonna put on, because this one is completely effed. Like, it's broke I don't know how many times. And then this goes, it's pretty nice. You don't wanted this for a while. I got it for Christmas. This goes in up in the headliner and just goes underneath the roof mount and clips straight on, because right now we have no storage in here, and every time we bog deep in the water, sometimes over the dash, I put everything in the center console and it gets soaking wet. So throw that up in there, have that done, throw the winch cable on, and wrap up that project over there. And then hopefully I can take this out. It takes 2 people to start it. I'm not sure I'm going to do that yet, and I still need a way to figure out how to get filters on here. So, and then, yeah, that's kind of the goal about today. See if we can get that. I got this vacuumed out, so it looks a little nicer, and I found a hinge so I can hinge the front plate back on here is what I'm thinking. But because eventually we're gonna put brakes back on this, because it's pretty unsafe without brakes. So, but it's a golf cart rear end, so I'm not sure we'll have to get some brakes from somewhere, put some new pads in there, but that's for another date. So I'm gonna tie up these cables. Those are the brake cables. Tie them up. I was gonna cut them right off, but I think I'll just tie them up for now, so we have them for later, and see if I can get this started. But again, usually takes 2 people, so work away with that. I had to cut some of the wire mesh off here for the battery to fit in there, but yeah, sits in there not too bad. I'm gonna put eyelets, so you can put a bungee cord around it. So yeah, not too shabby. We're gonna keep working away on that, and put some more hoolie in it, and see if we can't go for a rip, or maybe take the razor up for a little ride too. We'll see. Kids have been riding on it quite a bit because can't go anywhere else, so they've been bombing around the little gator and the electric gator, having fun, but that only goes so far. So every day I've been going out in the razor with them. So we'll continue on this, and yeah, let her rip, tater chip. This cotter pin out of here. That is very bent. Here's that. Oh boy. That's a bit tight. To cut that. Wow, that's in there good. Try not to cut my finger right off. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing, because look at that mess. So we don't have proper filters for the death trap. And I don't have a battery that will take a charge. So that thing's just maybe not meant to be, but we'll get her. Drive it once and sell it. Maybe we'll keep it forever. Who knows? There. That's that part done. Now the next part is just to unwind the old. This one is a little, the new one's thicker. Hopefully it all fits in there. Oh yeah. That one is like in there. Look how flat it is. Some stuff hasn't been used. But she is dickered. Just cocked. There's lots of words you can use. I may have to cut that off too. Be back. Well, I had to get through, but I had to make the hole, just shined it out, cleaned it up a little bit. I tried multiple different ways of taping more, and anyways, I made a little, this point, the cable ends here, and cut this off. Made a little point, made this hole hardly any bigger, but anyways, I fed that through, and now basically it tightens itself. You don't even really need a knot in here. You just throw it through, then it winds itself tight, and it's, as long as you never go right at the end, you'll never have an issue. So this isn't a crazy amount heavier really than the other one. They say it is. This one's a 4,500 pound winch. This one's good for 6,000. So they say. So hopefully it's stronger. I'm gonna keep this one around just in case for backup. Get an extra 40 feet. So I'm gonna wind this in now and go from there. There. Fits in no problem, lots of room. Now I did have to, it's nice and flat, so not always gotta keep pretty even, but really nice. It has this protector on the end. So if you do wrap around a tree or something, it protects the rope, and it comes with a nice eyelet. This is from old Amazon. It was like 35 bucks or something. So I need a new key. We do have got these in the truck. We're gonna get the new tires put on it maybe tomorrow. Our work is still open, so that's not gonna work. Nope. There we go. Maybe a little heavier one. If that'll fit. That's a lot heavier. I don't think that'll fit. We'll find one. Finishing touches. Got that on there, but those won't cut your hand or hurt your hand or anything. This does fit in there somehow. I imagine after this gets wound up, we'll have to find a different way to hook that, whether go over top and wrap around once or twice, but it looks pretty mint. I like it. The HighLifters come with a hook, which is pretty handy. And now we got extra rope here, so have to make a loop in that end and another loop in the other end, and I might cut some of it off. You don't need it this long. Some of it's pretty frayed, the first part, but anyways, that'll be sweet. Has some extra cord, and I want to get a snatch block for it too, so then you can wrap around a tree or whatever, and double up your power. You can go around the tree, come right back to this hook here, or this one down there, whichever one. And yeah, be awesome because I've gone in holes before to pull yourself up backwards. I've gone around this bar, up and over the roof, and hooked on behind. And pulled me out backwards. Me and a buddy were by ourselves, got marooned. Like the mud was past my door on that side. It was just way deep, and that's how the only way to get out was going that way. So nothing to do with this before we get ripping on trails is brake. I don't need brakes still, so I got to call Buyers Equipment and see what they got if there's an update. I heard online one time there's an update for this, for the brake controller. Not even controller, that's not the right word, but it internally faults on these. So I'm out with the girls and I ride around and I have no brakes now at all. So anyways, next on we'll get this thing installed, which is Velcro. So we'll just cut to it being installed because it literally just wraps around here and wraps around right there and goes across. That's it, easy peasy. Yeah, get the brakes done. This thing's ready to rip. So hopefully we can do a North Bay hunt camp trip here, but it depends on the COVID-19 whether we're in lockdown or not. So, and then Jeep's supposed to be here like 6 weeks ago, and Buddy Cells dropped it off. And I don't know. It's just I was hoping to have it done for this spring, but it's here. It sits all winter, has not moved, and so there's there'd be lots of videos on that. If that thing took this many videos, I can imagine how long this will take. We'll have to cut a lot of it out. This one's been quite a project. It's filled some time in, but still need air filters and a battery. Air filters and a battery, which I can get tomorrow. That thing should be ready to rip finally. But for now, we'll get this thing hooked on and should look good. It's actually, this works pretty sweet. So it's a little, I'm wondering if it's not supposed to go a little further forward to allow for more room. But that's where I kind of like it. Could try a little forward, but friggin'. Of course, I'm gonna have a camera. Hey, it's your phone slides in there usually really well. My case is a little big. There. You turn it on. See the other nut. Yeah. And you just zip her up. There you go. Phone's protected. Try. Safe. And here's all kinds of room. Put my hand right in there. And there's, you get it from either side, and there's a back piece too. It goes on top. So it's not just storage for the day. You can put your anything up there. You can put your probably sandwiches and chips or whatever. Not only meant to keep beer cold, but I mean liquids cold. But you for sure could throw an extra bottle of water or tea can, twisted tea can in there. But yeah, sweet. That's ready to go too. Bogging deep, ripping hard. Well, that's kind of a weird. Oh, I do have one more thing actually. I was gonna wrap that up there, but one more thing I'm wanting to show you guys that I haven't. So, today's a video of many different items. We got this also for a while ago, and it's part of it. Tube bender. So you can iron mount it to the table because this table is about 600 pounds maybe or so. That's really gonna move, so we can mount it to there, drill some holes, put it in there, and yeah. So I'm gonna get this put together. It's just been sitting in the box. Like this is just the die itself. Look at this. Like it is freaking heavy. Oh my god! Look at this. Look how well this is done. Beautiful. Mine's just a manual bender. You get hydraulic ones, but I can make the hydraulic side if I wanted to. But for now, I'll just use the manual. I've watched some videos now. It doesn't look that hard to bend, so yeah, you get some tubing and start playing around. measurements. Here's the angle finder here, which is gonna be pretty sweet. So get this set up. There's your clamp, and then the all the bender stuff's in here. So just high quality stuff. Strap. Fuck up. Yeah. All your brackets. Nothing crazy. Get that put together, mount it to the table, and the steel place is still open. I'm not sure how it's still at such a service, but it is. You just email the order and you go to the front door, and they bring their Visa card outside. Same as everything else. Everything else is going that way right now. So get some tube, and hopefully the Jeep comes, take the cab off, motor, transmission, and put it in there, and start building a frame. And I got some tubing I actually like to do for Death Trap, and I have another project for this. I want to do a fuel tank holder around the front, so I'm gonna come out to the front and build a piece out to the front, so you could put 4 or 5 jerry cans on there instead of putting them in there out of the way of the tarp and everything. So I like to do that in tube instead of square tubing. Otherwise, we still need steel. So yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Got that to do, and there's lots of projects just got to get done. And this COVID thing's is killing us here. So that's gonna wrap it up for today. It's probably gonna be a quick video, but anyways, thought I'd just throw something out there for you guys to watch. Hopefully, we get into some more funny content when James and them can come by and shoot the shit, have some fun that way, and maybe go for a rip soon too. And Razor, get some butt on it. Anyways, that's gonna do it for now. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. We need it badly. We're only 22 subscribers, so there's lots more to come. And I know we need to get to some riding here to get things a little more exciting. So we'll come back, keep going at her, and rock hard. We'll puck and see you later.